Happy Saturday. We are sneaking up on the Harris Teeter gas pumps. We're coming in behind the strip mall back here. There's a Dollar Tree there. The actual Harris Teeter grocery store. See, now Harris Teeter is a grocery store. You will sometimes hear me refer to it as the Hairless Peter. Yeah, it's a little grocery store. It's a chain. They're all over the place in this part of the country. Anyway, some of them have fuel centers. It's separate from the store. So see, the store's over there, but we have to come over here to this freestanding little overpriced fuel center. And you're saying, Mary, what the hell are you going over there to get gas for? Because I am in a 1992 Geo Metro. Now, what you may not know about this car is, any car, I think it's older than 2001, they were not made to handle gas with ethanol in it. You have to go to a pump that has ethanol-free gas. And so that's why we are here. This is one of only a few places in Greensboro that has ethanol-free gas. So we've come over here today. I'm headed to the Target in High Point to look for some wrapping paper for the Angel Tree kids. And so I really need to get some gas. Got my little Metro, my little Geo key fob for my Geo key. I don't know why, I just find that really cool for some reason. It's not as cool as I'm pretending it is, but anyway, let me show you. So if you're not from the USA, you know, gas pumps are different everywhere. And, you know, back in the day, they started allowing ethanol, which is made from corn, to be up to 10% of the gas that you buy. But there are different types of gas. Now, I am not an expert on this kind of stuff, but I'm going to show you what this gas pump looks like when you go to one that has ethanol-free gas. Now, ethanol-free is not the same as the premium gas. Premium gas has ethanol in it as well, and the octane ratings are listed on the little buttons. And I'm going to get out and show you. Okay, so we have here your standard little gas pump. So this nozzle here is for certain gas, is it? I don't know. Maybe you can use either nozzle. I'm not really sure because we have, well, one of them is blue. Oh, I'm sorry. This is the ethanol. I'm stupid. Anyway, there's no diesel here. Now, if there was diesel, it would be green, and it would be like a totally different green nozzle. But this is the ethanol-free unleaded gas right here. Oh, it's come down a little bit. Last time I filled up, it was $3.99. Now it's $3.79. And see, it's 90 octane. If you wanted to get just regular 87, it's $2.89, which isn't bad actually. Mid-grade is $3.29. Premium is $3.69. But see, it has a higher octane than the ethanol-free gas. But yeah, all of this gas has ethanol in it. The red ones do. So you can't use those. The Metro, if you haven't seen it, is this tiny little, God, it's windy out here, this little lunchbox of a car. I am in love with this car. Eventually I'm going to buy it from Glenda the Good Witch. He totally restored this car. It didn't look anything like this when he got it. It came out of a junkyard. It was originally white, but he totally restored it inside and out. I do like the little spoiler. That was not an option originally. He added that separately, and he painted the whole thing himself, you know, because that's what he used to do. He restored old cars. He specialized in Shelby Cobras, so if you see a Shelby Cobra running around the North Carolina, or anywhere on the East Coast, there's a good chance he's worked on it. So you have your little tiny gas cap. Now this thing only holds about 9 gallons of gas, and you cannot top it off because it comes right up to the top. All right, I've prepaid, so you have to make sure you grab this one. And you have to hit the button. I hit the button, okay. So it just goes straight down. You have to make sure it's in there properly. And then you can push the little thing. But as soon as it goes chunk and it stops, don't try to top it off. Because the gas, I'm gonna try to show you, but the gas literally comes right up to the edge. I mean, because the gas tank in this thing is so tiny. Now, I've been driving this thing for over a week, and I have gotten just over 52 miles per gallon this week with this car. It's really great. It's super great on gas. And you know something interesting I've noticed about this car? Hold on, it's almost done. Are you almost? Yeah, it's almost done. Hold on. I noticed something interesting about driving this car that I really like. An unexpected bonus. Okay. Take it out. And well, you can't really see it, but it comes right up. There's a little bit of gas in there. Okay. So I drove this car all week. Cost me $21.43, which is awesome. I don't need a receipt. $21.43, 5.6 gallons of gas. Man, and I did a hell of a lot of driving this week. So don't forget your gas cap. Don't leave it behind. So you put it on there, and you want to turn it until it makes that horrible sound. Let's see if I can get it to do it. Yeah, it's locked. There's no lock or anything on this. It just lifts open like that. He's so great with his paint job. He just got all that, and it looks really, really spiffy. Okay, it is cold as balls out here. I'm gonna get back in the car. So that's what you do with an older car. Because see, back before, I think it was about 2001, cars were not built to handle gas with ethanol in it. And ethanol can be corrosive to rubber and fiberglass. It screams at you when you first start it. And it doesn't matter if you have your seatbelt on or not. It always screams at you. It's just like, ah! It screams at you for several seconds, and then it calms down. So, yes, ethanol is corrosive to rubber and fiberglass. And also, ethanol, when the air has a lot of moisture in it, ethanol absorbs water. So it can introduce water into the gas mixture, which older cars have metal gas tanks, and it can cause corrosion or cause rust in those old metal gas tanks, and this one has a metal gas tank. So anyway, it's not like if you put regular gas in this car, it would blow up. It wouldn't be like putting diesel in it, you know. It wouldn't affect it right away, but over time, it can damage the workings and the guts of your car. So you really want to stay away from gas with ethanol in it if you have an older car. So it is more expensive than getting the regular gas. I was actually surprised to see how cheap the regular gas was here. I thought it would be more, because whenever you go in Harris Teeter, everything in there is always ridiculously marked up, more so than most other. Like if you go to Walmart to buy the same thing, it's going to be way cheaper. But yeah, so one interesting thing I've noticed about driving this car is that nobody rides my bumper. Nobody. As soon as they get behind this little lunchbox, they want to get out from behind it. It's like, oh my God, because they know I'm not going to go very fast. The fastest I've gone in this car is 65, and that was terrifying. Because you're kind of low to the ground, and even when you're not going very fast, you feel like you're going really fast. I feel like I'm flying and I'm going 42 miles an hour. But anyway, yeah, so I've noticed people don't tailgate me in this car, which I really like, because people here are really bad about, they will just ride your ass even when there's no reason to. You're going well over the speed limit. There's plenty of room for them to go around you. They just won't. For some reason, they just won't go around you. They just stay back there. And sometimes they'll even flash their lights and honk the horn like, you have options, man. You can go around. But they just want you to go faster. Bitch, I'm not going faster. I'm not. I'm actually gonna slow down. I'm gonna make damn sure I'm not speeding now. And then they get mad and they snort and they whoosh on around you like, you could have done that miles ago. Anyway, people don't do that when I drive this car. My car is at home. I could be driving it. I chose to drive this little thing this morning. I thought, yeah, let's take it, man. Come on. I've driven it to work all week. The only downside to driving it to work is if I have to roll my window down, or if you do anything where you have to roll your window down, like if you have to get into a parking deck or something, this window only rolls down like this much. And from what I understand, that is a very common problem with this particular car, the Metros. Their window, the mechanism to roll the window up and down just messes up. It's just something it does. It's just the way it's made. It's not made very well or something. Anyway, it screws up, and it's a super common problem in these cars, and there's not really a good solution to it. It's just the way the door and the window mechanism is made. They just don't work very well. So anytime I have to, I don't even bother to roll my window down. I just open the door and get out if I need to. I just forget rolling the window down. You can't. So I have really enjoyed driving it. Eventually I'm gonna buy it. Linda the Good and Wish and I were talking about it the other night, and he said, do you still want to buy it? I said, absolutely. Oh, hell yeah, I still want to buy it. I've already bought a car cover for it. I am like ready. I really love this car. He said, well, how much do you want to pay for it? I said, you tell me how much you would charge anybody. I'm done. I want to pay what you would charge anybody. He said, oh no. I said, what would you charge for it? He said, honestly, I don't know. I don't know. Even if I were trying to sell it to somebody else, I don't even know what to ask for this car. I don't know. So I said, look, just tell me, name your price. I will pay it. I want this car. I have wanted this car for a while. I mean, when he first said he was thinking about selling it, I was just, I'll buy it, please. So, I don't know. I told him to think about it, give me a price, whatever. I don't even know what to offer. I don't want to be insulting. I don't like it when people want me to name their price, because I'm always afraid it's going to be too low. You know what I mean? Because I don't know what they're thinking. It reminds me of when we went to the Denton Farm Park yard sale the last time we went, and my kids were set up selling some stuff there, and I was walking around looking at stuff, and this lady had her little bitty car there. It's like a little Nissan Versa, and she had it packed full of clothes, and she had some of them kind of on hangers, hanging on the hatchback and on the doors, and the car was just crammed full of clothes. It was all she was selling was clothes. Well, she had this one really pretty sweater. I really liked it. Everything was used, and she didn't have prices on anything. A lot of people do that. They don't put prices on anything, and you just have to ask, and it's, I don't know. Anyway, I'm headed to the post office right now. I have to go mail something to a subscriber. I have it here with me. I'm going to do that before we go to Target. But so anyway, this lady, I asked her, I said, how much is this sweater? It's really pretty. She said, oh, thank you. She said, just name your price. And I'm like, oh, no. I don't want to do that. Just tell me how much it is. And I said, well, I don't know what to offer. We kind of did this little dance back and forth, and I was starting to get a little annoyed because I just want to know how much you want for the damn sweater. And she just kept saying, well, how much do you want to pay for it? I'll take basically anything. And I said, well, I don't want to insult you. So please just tell me how much you would like for it, and we'll go from there. I was not prepared for her answer. Now, keep in mind, this was a used sweater. It was not like a brand name. It was one you would get at maybe, TJ Maxx or something. It was not like a high dollar sweater. I was going to offer her like $3. I'm glad I didn't, because her price was $20. She said, $20? I said, I'm sorry? How much did you say? We're talking about I don't want all the clothes. I just want this sweater. I just want the sweater. She said, $20? Would that work? I said, oh, no, I appreciate it. She said, how about $18? I said, I don't think we're going to come to a point that we can agree on this sweater. So I'm going to bid you a fond farewell. Good luck with your sales. I'm thinking she ain't going to sell nothing today. You charging how much? I just got done working out. My hair's all over the place. You want to charge how much for this sweater? Good luck, lady. So anyway, I am at the post office right now, and I brought my own pen because they often don't have good pens in there. And okay, here's the address. I have the address of the subscriber who asked for this necklace. It actually is really pretty. I fixed the clasp. I put a new clasp on it because the one that was on it didn't work right. It's freshwater pearls. And here's the clasp I put on it. It's just like the one that was on there, but this one is functional. Little freshwater pearls and these pretty little green beads. It is really pretty. So a subscriber said she would like to have it. And so I said, yeah, just send me an email. So she did. And we were talking. And so she gave me her address. She's in the Netherlands. Hey, her name is Trisha. It's so nice to meet you. I don't know if she watches this channel or not, but I put it in a little box. Isn't it cute? It's like it has a little bow on it, but it's like the presents on TV shows where they don't have to unwrap anything and they just take the lid off, which they do. That way they can do multiple shots and they don't have to keep rewrapping it. Plus you have the noise and the mess of the wrapping paper. But it always kind of bugged me in TV shows how when you had a present, it looked like it was wrapped and then they just do this. Like, that's stupid. That's not how you do it. But yes, anyway, I had this little box, so I just stuck it in there. Got my envelope, and I put a little thank you card in here for her, and I'm gonna go in there and mail it. But because it's going to the Netherlands, it's gonna need a customs form. But I got it in this little padded envelope, and I've got her address, and I brought my own pen because they never have good pens in there. And I'm gonna go mail that, and then we're gonna head to Target in High Point. All right, I'm back. I got it mailed. Whee! I filled out my little form. Man, I kind of screwed everything up on that. Actually, hang on. I need to go ask them something. I'll tell you in a second. It is so windy outside, and my hair is doing this weird part thing where it's parted like an old man. I'm going to church, and every time I go out, it's windy, and every time I go outside, stop screaming! Every time I go outside, my hair gets blown the wrong way, and it's like I have a comb over, and I have to sit here and do like this. Anyway, I made a mess trying to mail that package. So first of all, you have this little customs form that you have to fill out. And I brought my own pen. I was really proud of myself for bringing my own pen because, you know, either they don't have any pens or the pens they have are shit. No offense, post office. Actually, the people that work in there are great, but their pens are shit. So I was smart. I brought my own pen. Did I bring it out of the post office? I did. I may have left them a pen. No, I got it. So anyway, I get in there. And I get the customs form, and I go ahead and I seal up the envelope to get it ready to mail. And I'm getting ready to start filling out the form, and I realized, hey, dumbass, you just sealed up your pen inside of the envelope because I had it stuck in the envelope to get it in there. I started to just mail her a pen, like, here, have a pen from some random business. I don't even know where the hell I got that pen. It was in the junk drawer at home. That's why I had it. I was looking for a ballpoint pen, and that was just the first one I found that worked. I pulled out a whole bunch of them that didn't work. Did I throw them away? Well, yeah. One of them had a little pen light on it that still worked. I left it in the junk drawer. You know, if the end of the world comes and I need a pen light, damn it, I'll have one. Of course, it probably won't work. But anyway, when I actually need it, it won't function. So anyway, I sealed up the pen in the package. As the gummed stuff, you pull the paper off and you stick it together, and it sticks together like nobody's business once you do like that. So I went to try to gently pull it, like, can I just pull it back enough to get the pen out? And I accidentally ripped it a little bit. So yeah. So anyway, I got the pen out and I kind of mushed it back together, and I thought I got to ask the guy for some tape to see if he's got a little piece of tape to fix where I ripped it. And I filled out the customs form, and I filled it out incorrectly. I realized I left out a whole line of her address that would have been useful to have, and there's really no way to correct it. So I had to rip it up and do a new one. So finally I got up there, And I put the address, all the information on the little envelope and everything. And I do have a tailgater right now, but that's because he can't pass me. Of course, they pass in this passing lane all the time because people around here are stupid. And there's never a cop when you need one. So anyway, I forgot to ask them if they could please put a little piece of tape on where it was ripped. So I had to go back in and ask, can you please, just tape it up a little bit. So he did. He was really nice. The people in there are super nice. They're so friendly in there. So now I'm going to Target I need to get wrapping paper for the Angel Tree Kids presents. I went to Costco last night and they didn't have a lot in the way of clothes, but I was able to get all of them a coat, and I got this nice zip up, really thick, cute hooded sweatshirt for the 8-year-old girl. I just saw it and I said, I have to get that. That is so neat. I just have to get that for her. And I bought a full set, like an outfit for the 5-year-old. I did find something for him, but they didn't really have anything for older kids as far as clothes. I mean, they had some stuff, but I didn't really like any of it, so I didn't get anything else. So I've got to see if I can find them, something. I mean, I don't want to go overboard and spend, tons of money, but I want to get them some clothes. And I bought them each a pair of shoes on Amazon last night when I got home. I thought I would check Costco first to see what they had. They didn't really have anything. So I went on Amazon and I bought them each a pair of shoes. I picked out a pair for each kid. I have their shoe sizes, so I picked out a pair that I hope they will like. And so they're going to be here Monday. But I'm hoping to start wrapping some presents today if I can get some wrapping paper, because I'm trying to do a quick turnaround on this so we can get everything turned back in, and maybe we will have time to do at least one more before the deadline. The deadline is December 6th, so I have to get everything done and turned in by then. And I don't want to overextend myself and try to do too much, but I want to do what I can. All right, so what has been going on? Well, my older son, y'all, that boy, I feel sorry for him. I feel bad. He's had just a string of bad luck lately. Just terrible luck. So, he had car trouble with this first car. It was a CVT. The CVT transmission went out on it, and we found out it was going to be really expensive to get it fixed, and there's no guarantee that it won't happen again. So we ended up selling that car, got him another car. Then he blew a head gasket in the Subaru, and there's also there are several other things that really need to be fixed on it. My son found a truck. He wants a truck. I said, seriously, son, what you need to do, you need to get like a relatively low mileage, like a Corolla or a Camry or something like that. It will get you where you need to go. He said, Mom, I found this truck that I want. He had his heart set on this truck. All right, I'm just saying, if you're looking to get from A to B, I just don't know. But I went with him to look at it, and I actually really liked it. I really liked it. So he did buy it. We got it home. He drove it home, and it's all set. We got insurance for it, licensed, got a plate on it. It's all ready to go, but it does need some work. He was getting ready to take it somewhere to get, it needs some work. So he was going to take it to get the stuff done on it. It wouldn't start. It wouldn't freaking start. I don't mean to laugh. I'm not laughing. But I know what it's like to go through a period of time in your life where it's like the universe is just trying to beat you up. No matter what you do, it's like the universe just has it in for you. Now, this car has a lot of road noise. I can't really do anything about that. It sounds like an Evinrude outboard motor when it goes over about 50. We're up to 55. Holy smokes. I got to get out of this lane, but let's wait for all these people to get out of the way first. We're going 58. Yeah, it's kind of loud when it'll go faster. I mean, it will. I'm scared to go faster, but it will do it. And you know what I love about this car? There are no blind spots in this car. Like, you can see all the way around you. It's great. This car is so cute, and nobody will stay behind you. Look at them. Whoosh, like water off a duck's back. They cannot wait to get out from behind me. They see this little tiny car and they're just like, oh, hell no. I know they're not going any faster. Let's just get around them. Nobody tailgates this car. They cannot wait to get out from behind it. Hell, I love this car just for that, because people here are so bad to tailgate for just no reason. I don't know why the hell they do that. Oh, we're going 62. It's very windy outside. That doesn't help with the road noise. Anyway, so in the midst of all this car trouble, so that's one of the reasons why I'm still driving this, is because he has my car. Although I got in my car the other day to move it, and I hadn't been in it in a week. The inside of that car now feels massive. That car is so huge. I'm going 65. Woohoo! This is scary. I'm basically driving in a death trap. You know, this car has no safety features except for this seat belt that may or may not catch you. No airbags, no nothing. Oh my Lord. I know, I take my life into my own hands every time I go anywhere. Come on, Earl, I know you want to go around me. Yes, you do. There you go. All right. Go be a badass somewhere else. Yeah, nobody stays behind this car. So in the midst of dealing with all this shit with the cars, he got bitten by a dog. He was bitten by a dog. That happened 2 days ago. He's okay. He's not hurt, but he was bitten by a dog. So what happened was, damn it, he was going somewhere, and you know, he was at work and he had to go run an errand. He had to go do something, and he was just walking down the street minding his own business. There were witnesses to this. He was walking down the street and he was headed into a place of business, and there was this little woman. He said she might have been 5 feet tall, maybe. Little tiny woman, and she was walking a dog. It was a pit bull. Now I know people have strong opinions both ways on pit bulls. Do I need to turn? I think I actually do. Let's wait for Optimus Prime to get out of the way. God almighty. So, car carrier full of Teslas. All right now. So he was walking down the street going into the store, and there were some people out there, and one of the people out there was the one that called the police. He called and reported it, and so my son had to wait around for the police report. The lady with the dog left. She took off, but somebody knew who she was, and they gave them her name. And apparently this dog has bitten. There's been at least one other incident where this dog has bitten just a random stranger. It just bolted. So what happened was the dog was on a leash, and it bolted, and it got away from her. She couldn't hold it, and the dog just bolted, and it jumped on it like grabbed a hold of my son's ankle and just starts doing this. Fortunately, my son had on like work boots and thick pants. He had on like some like Carhartt, those thick pants, you know, they make. He had on some of those and some work boots that came up over his ankle. The dog grabbed his ankle and would not let go. You know how they do? It's like a death grip. Like they just grab a hold and they just will not let go. My son kicked him like up under the ribs and was like punching the dog, trying to get him off because he said it hurt like hell. And he could not, the dog would not let go. He ended up having to kick the dog twice. And he said the woman was just standing there screaming. She wasn't doing anything. She's just standing there just screaming and screaming, just like freaking out. And then she got mad that my son kicked her dog, and he said, what do you want me to do? I mean, he kicked the dog twice and it let go, and he said it made a horrible yike, because he said I had to kick it really hard to get it off of my ankle. It would not let go. This dog, he was not playing. This dog was trying to rip my foot off. So the woman started screaming at my son, like, you can't kick my dog. I can't believe you did that. Oh my God. But then she got her dog. As soon as she heard the guy say, I'm calling the police, she got her dog and took off. She bolted. She left the scene. But my son waited around. The police station was just right up the street. Then they came down, took a report and everything. They asked him if he wanted to press charges. He said no. He said, look, checked out his ankle and everything. It was really sore. yesterday and was sore this morning. But it didn't break the skin. But again, it was because he had on the work boots and the thick pants. Honestly, though, I mean, it's his call to make whether to press charges or not. They know who she is. They know they went and questioned her and everything, and she admitted to it. But apparently, this has happened at least one other time. Somebody else was attacked by this dog. Now, why she still has this damn dog, I don't know. I am of the opinion if you have a dog and it attacks people and you cannot control it, you do not need to have that dog. You don't. That is not a dog that you should have. You damn sure don't need to be out in public with it, because my question is, what if that had been a child or somebody who was not capable of getting the dog off of them, and the only reason it did not seriously hurt you is because you had on those thick boots and those thick pants? That's the only reason it did not just destroy your ankle. What if it had been a little kid? That's why I would have pressed charges, because I want something to happen. I don't want her to have this dog and go out and have this happen again, and who knows what will happen. You know? Now, you can feel however you want to feel about pit bulls, but it was a pit bull that did it. I'm just saying. You know, I'm not going to get into that whole debate. But, so in the midst of dealing with all this car stuff, he gets attacked by a damn dog. He said, I was just walking down the street. I didn't look at the dog. I did not engage that dog in any way. That dog just saw me, and for whatever reason, it just freaked out and got away from her and took after, just bolted down the sidewalk toward me and grabbed a hold of me and would not let go. And it was shaking, like I said, it was just doing like this. Oh, that's why that's where Optimus Prime is going. I forgot that Tesla dealership is right there. Look, they have a whole new, you can't see, whole new shipment of Teslas. Get you one. My brother has one. He got one when they first came out, and I rode in it. It's pretty cool. They are pretty cool. I like my Metro though. I'm happy with it. I think it's a lot of fun. So anyway, I don't know. I hope my son's luck changes. He's got somebody coming to the house to look at the truck so we don't have to get it towed to the place that's going to work on it. We think we know what the problem is, but we have this mobile mechanic that's done other work for us. He's going to come out and check it out, hopefully either today or tomorrow. And the mobile mechanic actually drives a Tesla. It's coinkity. He does. Nice guy. But anyway, he's going to come check it out and see what the deal is. But so yeah, he's just not having a good run of it right now. Poor guy. Yeah, his ankle was still a bit sore this morning, and no broken bones or anything like that. It's just sore from being clamped on and done like this. But I'm gonna go to Target. I don't know if I'm gonna make a video in there or not. I might. It would depend on how I feel and what it's like in there. I kind of want to, if possible, and like I'll do the video and then I'll do my shopping after that. Maybe, I guess. But I just wanted to take a minute and say hey and see how you're doing. It's a pretty day. It's just really windy outside. It's so windy. It's a little chilly, but not bad. I mean, it's a little chilly. I'll have to take this coat off before I go into Target, because for one thing, I'll get too hot, and another thing, I don't want the microphone hitting the collar on the coat. I have on a tank top and a hooded zip-up shirt under it, so I can wear that. I'm not gonna freeze to death or anything, but yeah, I can't wear it in the store. Anyway, oh shit, I gotta stop. So yeah, this car is a manual transmission. I didn't realize that people in other countries don't refer to them as stick shifts. It's a manual, it's not an automatic. And some people here call them sticks or stick shifts. And because I use that term, and I think somebody said they had never heard it before, but yeah, it's a manual transmission. And the shifter in this car came out of a Mustang GT. Parts from a Mustang GT. And Glenda the Good Witch decided, it needed a new shifter because the one that was in here was like, it was chipped and it looked like shit. And so he had one out of a Mustang GT and he put it in here. It's pretty sweet. It looks nice. Yeah, some of the parts for this car came from a Suzuki Swift, which is basically the same car. Who's honking? Why are you honking? The light's red. There's this car that I see sometimes going to work, and it's the damnedest thing. It's this little Honda CR-V thingy. And so I have to go through a lot of stoplights to get to work. And this car, it will come up to the stoplight, like it's red, like I'm sitting at a red light, and it will sit there for a second, and then it will just go. It treats all the stoplights like stop signs. It runs red lights. It will run red light after red light after red light. Every time I see it, I watch it run like 4 or 5 red lights. It stops, and now this car does come to a complete stop. I guess they get a half a point for that. But then I guess they just look like nobody's coming. So then they just go on through the red light. And they do it over and over again. Like, where's the damn cop when you need one? What is this person's deal? Good golly, they do it every day apparently. But the funny thing is, they don't really get anywhere. I end up just catching up with them. They don't really get to their destination any faster even doing that. So I just found that kind of funny. This car has power nothing. It has no power steering, no power brakes, no power windows. You have to literally roll them down, but you can't even do that because the thing doesn't work right. Ew, it's crowded. Ugh. Well, I'm still going to try to make a video in here. There are a lot of people in the parking lot. Y'all go home. You know damn well you don't need to be here. You said on your way here, I don't need to go to Target again. Oh my God, I'm going to Target again. I was going to park there. Well, screw you. Is there one down here? One good thing about this car is you can park this thing anywhere. You really can, because it's so tiny. This car, I can touch both sides of the car at the same time on the interior. And I'm not a big person. I can reach both doors at the same time. It's really amazing. But I sure can. All right. Here we are at Target. How exciting. I'm so tiny next to all these little cars. Yay. So, I just wanted to say hey and see how you're doing, and I hope it's going well for you. And I'm going to go in there, and if nothing else, I will get some wrapping paper and take a look at the clothes and see if I see anything that I think any of the kids might like. And, yeah. The post office is getting as bad as CVS with their receipts. Look at this. This is for mailing one thing to the Netherlands. Look at this long-ass receipt. It's got some kind of disclaimer on it or something. I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to go in there and see what I can do. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a fantastic weekend. And thank you for being here, and I'll see you again soon.